Don't miss the tea. Subscribe now.
Oh my God, Jessica, put down whatever you are doing, pour yourself a massive glass of that Pinot we bought last week and sit down. You are absolutely not going to believe what happened over the holidays. I am literally shaking. Not from fear, but from the sheer adrenaline of witnessing the most spectacular, high-society train wreck I have ever seen in my life. You know my mother-in-law, right? We talk about her constantly. You know she's a piece of work, but I don't think I've ever fully articulated just how deep the narcissism runs until now. I usually just complain about her snide comments or her need to be the center of attention, but this was next-level villainy. This was Disney witch territory, but with a Prada bag and a drinking problem. My father-in-law, bless his heart, is a saint, a quiet, tired, wealthy saint. He's a retired doctor, like a serious specialist, made bank his whole career, but the man came from nothing. He knows the value of a dollar. He's humble. My mother-in-law, not so much. She has made it her life's mission, her race in dare to spend every single dime that man has earned. To give you a taste of what we deal with, before I even get to the Christmas disaster, let me tell you about the vacation we took a few months ago. We went to this lovely botanical garden. Tickets were $20. Jessica, you would have thought FIL asked her to sell a kidney. She stood at the ticket counter rolling her eyes, shouting, $20 for flowers, this is robbery. She embarrassed us in front of everyone. But then on the drive back, she demands we stop at a luxury shopping center. And guess what? The woman who almost had an aneurysm over a $20 ticket proceeded to drop over $5,000 on designer handbags and belts. $5,000. Without blinking, it showed exactly who she is. Money spent on anyone else is a waste. Money spent on her is a necessity. So that brings us to this Christmas. So here's how my narcissist mother-in-law ruined Christmas, but got instantly served with karma. Because of her unrepentant spending habits, and I mean she buys things just to feel something, my father-in-law has been playing a long game. A very smart, very quiet long game. Since his children, my wife and her siblings, were little, he has been siphoning money into investment accounts directly in their names. Trusts, stocks, basically making sure a chunk of his fortune was legally the property of his children, untouchable by his wife. We assumed Mill knew, or maybe we just assumed she didn't care as long as her credit card didn't get declined. Boy, were we wrong. We were all gathered at their massive house for the holidays. It was the day after Christmas. The youngest sibling, let's call him Dave, is talking to FIL. Dave asks, "Hey Dad, I was looking at the returns on my account and I was wondering if it would be wise to pull some out now for a down payment or if I should wait." It was a calm, financial question, just business. Before FIL can even answer, Mill, who is 3 glasses of Chardonnay deep, suddenly sits bolt upright and lets out this harsh, cackling laugh. She slurs out, "There is no inheritance." The room goes dead silent. She looks around with a twisted smirk. "You think you're getting money? When he dies, I get the money, all of it, and I am going to spend every single cent." She literally declared her intention to bankrupt the family estate out of spite. She continued, "I'm going to travel, I'm going to buy jewelry. By the time I die, there won't be a penny left for any of you." Dave looks at her, totally confused. "Mom, I'm not talking about your money. I'm talking about the money in my accounts, the investment accounts Dad set up for us." My mother-in-law just tried to tell us she was spending our entire inheritance, only to find out she has no access to the money. After Dave mentioned the investment accounts Dad set up for us, Mill freezes. It was like watching a computer crash in real time. "What accounts?" she whispered. The temperature in the room dropped 10 degrees. Dave, bless his innocent heart, thinks she just forgot. "You know, the trusts, the accounts Dad put in our names when we were kids, the ones getting the compound interest." You could see the gears turning in her head. She looked at FIL. FIL is sitting there, stone-faced, sipping his coffee. He didn't look scared, he looked resigned. Then the volcano erupted. She absolutely lost her shit. "WHAT money?" she screamed, jumping up. "That is MY money. How dare you hide money from me?" She turned on FIL, her face purple with rage. "You gave them money, you put money in their names, that is our money, that is for me." She starts pacing around the room, ranting like a lunatic. "I want it back, I want it all back right now. Call the bank, undo it, you ungrateful little vultures, stealing from your mother." She looked at my wife and screamed, "You knew, you all knew." My wife just nodded, terrified. "Mom, it's been there for 20 years. "I don't care," she shrieked. "It's mine. I'm the wife. I'm supposed to get everything. How dare you secure your futures when I have things I want to buy?" FIL finally prepared to speak. After screaming at us for stealing her shopping money, my father-in-law finally spoke up. He didn't yell, he just said very calmly, "It's in their names, it's their money, it's done." She looked like she was going to have a stroke. She was sputtering, gasping for air. This is financial abuse, this is theft. Bear in mind, this woman lives in a mansion, she has everything. Millions of dollars in savings are still available to her, but the fact that she couldn't touch this specific pile of money broke her brain. She let out one final, incoherent scream of rage, grabbed her wine glass, priorities obviously, and stormed up the grand staircase. We heard her bedroom door slam so hard the chandelier in the foyer jingled. And then, silence, beautiful, glorious silence. She hasn't come out of her room since. It's been 2 days. Phil is just walking around the house, looking lighter than I've seen him in years. He's playing with the grandkids, he's chatting with us. It's like a dark cloud has lifted. I'm just sitting here, replaying the look on her face when she realized she couldn't burn the family legacy to the ground. It is the most satisfying thing I have ever witnessed. Can you imagine being a mother and grandmother in your gotcha moments, telling your family you plan to leave them nothing, and then having the rug pulled out from under you because your husband knew exactly who you were all along? Phil is a hero. The money is legally ours. She can scream into her $5,000 pillows all she wants, but she can't touch it. I'm telling you, the breakfast table tomorrow is going to be awkward, but I am going to eat every bite of my toast with a smile on my face.